Welcome back. I'm just dropping in, just giving an update on my current situation as far as working touch freight beverage delivery. So my last video, I was just checking in, and it was about a week before I started training with this new company, and that was a month and a week ago. So I've been out on my own now, and it is definitely what everybody says it is. I ain't gonna lie. Touch freight is definitely hard, and I can see why most people run from it. They don't want to do it. It's a lot of lifting, it's a lot of dealing with customers, it's a lot of driving as far as all the stops you have to do in a day because, like, you are going to be delivering to about 10 stores a day, sometimes 11, sometimes 12. And it's pallets and cool lifts. So, depending on how many pallets that store has, you have to take it in. Depending on the kind of store it is, you may have to unload that pallet, put it on dollies, dolly it in, or if you're lucky, you can take the whole pallet in there, just go ahead and open it up and put the product wherever it goes. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to do that. Now, if it's a mega store, one of those, big chain stores, Walmart's, Target, stuff like that, BJ's, Costco, something like that, you're just going to just pull your pallets off and check it in, and they'll tell you where to drop the pallet. You may have two or three, maybe four, five pallets going there. You just drop them all, get your invoice, give them their copy of stuff, and get out of there. But the smaller stores, the gas stations, 7-Elevens, and dollar stores, those ones are the worst. I mean, talk about it. You may have a load with about 150 cases, 80 cases, 92 cases, 73 cases. Well, you're the one who's going to dolly all of that in. So the pallet ain't going to fit in there. So you just want to pull that pallet as close to the doors as you can off the back of that truck, load it all up onto your dolly, and take it in. Now it's been an adjustment. I've adjusted. Um, I can see why even men, especially men, you know what I mean, do not want to do this job. I've heard some stories from other employees who work there. A lot of men come, they don't make it through training. It's just way too much. In between getting up at 3 a.m. in the morning and starting at 3 a.m. in the morning, getting off at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock every damn day, Monday through Friday, all of the lifting, all of the different stops, dealing with traffic. Um, Depends on where you're driving. If you got a rural route, it's a little bit easier because, like, you're not dealing with a lot of traffic and there's not that many people in the store parking lots. If you got like the Dollar Trees, the Dollar Generals, and Family Dollar, the gas stations. Now in the morning, those people, like the country folk, they like to go to their local gas station and get coffee and sit around and do whatever. So you will encounter a lot of them in our parking lots, but basically it just breaks down to your skill with parking. You just want to make sure that you're not in anybody's way and you're able to get out of there, and that you keep in mind the height of your truck so that you don't get caught up underneath any of the gas station pump awnings or whatever they might want to call the little thing that cover the pumps. You don't want to touch that or hit that because you will take that down. But you just have to be aware and have good parking game, and it's not too bad. When I was in training, they trained me on a rural route, but when I got out of training, they put me on a city route. And yes, I've been ready to definitely just do just hurt people sometimes. They just get on your nerves. They're real inconsiderate. They see you have to pull these dollies, fully loaded dollies. Like I said in my last video, I ain't the biggest person. I got this dolly full of crap. It's very heavy. At least you can do is get out of my way. You see me come and hold the door or something. Do something. I would do it for you. I've done it plenty of times when I'm leaving out of Love's or anywhere like that. You see somebody pulling in product, whether it's chips, pop, or whatever they bring in, I hold the door. No problem. People are just so inconsiderate. They're rude. They see you backing up and you're going to take up that space to let your lift gate down. They'll hurry up and come park in it. Cut you off, speed all in front of you, hurry up and jump in front of you, and then the light will turn red, so they'll hurry up and slam their brakes and stop. And guess what? Now you got to hurry up and stop too. You might have made it, or you were preparing to stop in the first place, but when they short stop in front of you like that, now you got to crunch the brake, and your pallets might turn over. That's happened to me twice this week. So when I got to my next stop, not only did I have to deliver those pallets, I had to repallet fallen product and rewrap it. Adds an extra half an hour to your day because you have to pick up all of that product. I'm talking about 60 cases, 40 cases, 100 something cases may have fallen. Well, now you got to pick it up and repallet it and rewrap it. So now that's your problem. Touch freight definitely comes with a lot of issues, but it is doable. And for my situation, the reason why it's doable, the pay rate. I will put up with this problem for this hourly pay rate. And I can see why it pays so good, because the work is hard. So I think it's just one of those type of jobs, like if you're up for a challenge, then it's for you. And I don't think I'll be here for years. I don't see myself working any job for 5 years, 10 years. That's just not my personality. I did that when I worked in dental. And I don't want to commit to any company, because no company is really committing to me. And that's just how it is nowadays, you know. There is really no pensions coming from, retiring with these companies and things like that. So I guess it's okay to move around. When I'm tired of something, I start looking for another job. I'm not the type to just say I quit and I ain't coming back. I already know when I'm getting tired. So once I get that feeling, I start looking for my next move. Put in my 2 weeks notice, work that, take a week or two in between starting a new job, and then go start the new job and keep it moving. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do with this one too. But also just to now have experience with OTR, no touch freight. Now I got local trucking experience, touch freight, and just keep building on that. I'm fully endorsed. I got all my endorsements. I got my hazmat. I got my tanker. I got doubles, triple. I got my TWIC card. I don't have passenger. I could not see myself driving a city bus, Greyhound, anything like that. Tour buses, not my thing. I don't like dealing with people, because people are fucking hard to deal with. So I'll just keep on, just moving around from different sectors and whatever of trucking until I'm tired of trucking. And really, for real, I have been thinking about going into the lineman side of electrical work. I've been watching a lot of videos on how truck drivers have switched over to becoming linemen, and there's even a female union for or a part of the union which represents females who become linemen and get into the apprenticeship program to become an apprentice lineman, whatever. And so I've been doing some research on that. So I may even keep it moving as far as career, y'all. So I'll be going from CDLA trucking, into becoming a lineman. So that's here nor there. I mean, it's actually a thought of mine. I've been doing a lot of research on it or whatever. I ain't the worst with numbers. I think I'm okay with math and stuff like that. There is a lot of lifting that comes in that job too, and I'm not afraid of heights. So when I throw all of that together, I'm just like, well, why couldn't I do it? So we'll see. We'll see where the next 3 years get us, and next year I'll start looking into that and maybe making it more than just a thought. So yeah, just wanted to give an update. So I'm about a month and a half in, touch freight beverage delivery, 10 stops a day on a city route, dealing with a lot of drama in the city, horrible drivers. The rain, it's been raining. It's my favorite season, is fall, so I can't even be mad because it's just so beautiful. You get rained out, And it's not a situation where you have time to just be like, well, let me just sit in the truck until the rain stops. It's not that situation. You're on a time frame. When they give you these loads, they estimate how long they expect you to be at this stop from when you should be moved on to your next stop. So you're not perfectly going to be meeting those times neither. Not one person unloading pallets full of stuff, depending on where you're going. But just try to just keep it moving the best you can. And no, the rain, the snow, none of that's going to stop you from getting out, getting in the back of that truck, getting the product off with the lift gate, dollying the stuff into the store, unloading it in the store, invoice up, and get on out of there. You just got to keep it moving. So yeah, that's been my life. And I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying the pay much, much better than OTR mileage pay, because some weeks you'll have good miles and the next week after that you'll have crappy miles. So your pay fluctuates too much for me with OTR. It's not a part of a union. Most of the times also your health insurance benefits and stuff come directly out your check. So I don't miss that about OTR. I really don't miss anything about OTR. The only thing I miss about it is the no touch freight situation. We just bump the dock. They do everything. You get your BOLs and get out of there. I miss that, but this was totally worth it. And I would make the same decision again. I guess I'm okay with my decision. I'm happy with it. I'm home every day. Granted, by the time I do get in the door, you know what I mean? I at least get to see the dog. I get to, hobnob with the family and stuff like that whenever they want to stop over or sit and burn some time down on the phone, shower every day, 2 times a day, eat what I want when I want. But my bedtime is 5:30. On a bad day, it's about 6:30 because I get up at 1:35 a.m. So I got to get my hours. Now, a couple of times I have stayed up till like 9 o'clock and I paid for it when I had to get up at 1:35. When I got to work, I was so tired, so drained, and you're moving all of that product and stuff like that. So I make sure I get in my bed no later than 6:30 because you will feel that unrested body. You're going to feel that while you're moving all of that product. I'm sorry. Every stop you go to. So if you ain't drinking energy drinks, Celsius or something like so, you're going to burn down somewhere in that day because you're just tired, It's not the type of situation where you want to go drinking and then go to work. No, save all of that for the weekend. And right now it is Saturday. I was so tired. I got up early actually this morning. I got up early, but my body was so tired. All I could do was just have me some coffee and lay on the couch for a little bit, watch some YouTube. I read my little tarot cards or whatever, and I just lounged. I just got out the shower about 2 hours ago. Yeah, and I just lounged around. Ain't going anywhere special. I'm just chilling. And it's probably about 6 o'clock now. Off tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. I plan on doing the same thing, sitting around, lounging and resting my body. And so I was moving a cool lift pallet on the back of the truck, making room so I can pull my next pallet, which was full, off the truck. Why did the cool lift fall out of my hand and I dropped it on top of my foot? It is one of the worst pains I've ever felt in my life. And the cool lift pallet is heavy. It's like hard plastic and it's very long. And I got this bruise right on the top of my foot. I've been icing it. Last night I went to sleep with an ice pack tied around my foot. I woke up and re-iced up, chilled with it all day, and now my foot feels better. So I think I'm going to do it again. I'll probably sleep with it again and then rest all day, the foot, with some more ice tomorrow. And I should be good come 1:30 in the morning Monday. So that's my update. I'm actually enjoying touch freight beverage delivery. I don't know how long I'll be able to enjoy it, but I'm going to ride this train as long as it's smoking. Why not? Because the pay is good. It's worth it. I've been enjoying these checks. Yeah, and that's weekly. Weekly. So I've been doing all right. I've been doing all right. I'm not looking back to OTR. Now, if I had to, sure, I'll go back. I'm used to rolling all around America. Why not? Driving them 53-foot trailers, moving a rig. Very, very used to it. But I don't want to if I don't have to. I love being home. I love having access to my kids whenever they want to deal with me. I like being with the dog. I like being able to make plans and do whatever I want to do. And I like to just sit around if I don't want to do something. Ain't going to be no more 34-hour resets out in the middle of nowhere. I'm sitting at home chilling because this is where I want to be. And that's it. So, yeah, I'll have to give another update in a little while. Let y'all know if I'm still there or not. So, this is my second update since starting with this beverage company. And it's doable for me. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of moving stuff or whatever. Like I said, I'm a skinny broad, but we get it done. And we never run from hard work. We're very disciplined. We're about that life. We get it done because at the end of the day, we got bills to pay, mouths to feed, all of that type of situation. So mom's going to make the money and get the bag. So I'll just put my time in and go home. I'm that type. I put my head down and I work. I'm not there to make friends. I ain't there to socialize. I'm there to get that bag, and that's what I've been doing. So, yeah, not running from touch freight. Not running from it at all. So that's my little update, y'all. I'm just chilling in my bed, as you can see, like I said. I'm in lazy mode. Got me a little glass of wine. Got my little vapor. I'm chilling. May read a book. Probably going to go downstairs and get back on the couch, watch some TV or whatever. Maybe some Netflix and just chill out. But that's it. So that's it for my little update. And, yeah, thank you to my good friends who talk to me on a regular basis and text me up. Y'all know who y'all are. You keep me motivated. Keep me laughing, too. It's definitely helps me get through my day, and I love y'all. I love y'all very much. And that's it. So everybody have a good weekend, and yeah, that's it.